Hey, what's going on, guys? EGAJohn coming at you here. So, I kind of racked up like a little bit of questions that I get within about a month's time. I get a lot of people that message me on my Facebook, on my YouTube, my Instagram, Snapchat, all that, and they usually ask me the same questions over and over, and I usually answer them. But I'm going to answer them for everybody here, and on top of that, if you guys have any more questions that I haven't answered, then you could post them in the comments below. And what I'm going to do, every video that I see all the comments on and I make a new video after that, the one that has the most likes, I'm going to answer in the next video and shout that out also. So I'm going to do that at the end of every video that I make. Anyways, without no further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The number one question I get: how much did all this cost? In other words, the cost of my build. I kind of added that up. I did like an estimated, guess. I left out a lot of stuff. I didn't include a lot of like the little stuff like the bass knobs, the voltmeters, the temperature gauges, the switches, some little building materials. I didn't even include the radio in there. But we're gonna start off with, I kind of broke it down and I added it all up. But 6 Contralto 12s from Crescendo Audio, and that is my subs right here. They're $450 a piece retail, $2,700 for all 6. We got 4 Crescendo BC 5500s. They go for $1159.99 each, or $4,636. 2 Crescendo C2 SQs. They're $629 each, or $1,258 for both. Crescendo 804, the Symphony series. Those are the ones on my tweeters. A lot of people don't even recognize that. It's kind of sitting in the back under everything in my amp rack. That goes for $315. All of my K2 Energy 73 amp hour cells on Amazon, they go for $448 a piece. And for all 20 of them, that would be $8,960. My Singer 320 amp 6-phase alternator, we actually sent that out, when I first bought it, it was only like $600, and we went and got it externally regulated, and I believe it came out to about $650, like not including like my repair costs and to upgrade it. That's just like what it would cost if you buy it straight out. Don't quote me on that. That was kind of a guess because it's been a while. My Mechman 1/0 OFC. Oh shit! Fucking wind blowing. The Mechman 1/0 OFC wire that I'm using in the car. I have 4 spools, so it's $175 a spool or $700 total. I had a little bit left over, as you guys saw when we cut all this out, and I have like a couple foot on a spool, so didn't take exactly that. But then we got the Sky High 16 gauge speaker wire that I have running from my rear mids and highs amps up to my doors, and jumping the door speakers together. I got 16 gauge and I got 200 foot, which was $45. My RCAs, they discontinued the scars, so I don't really remember the price of them, but I got scars running to the back and then DB Link jumping all my amps together, running off of the Crescendo, our little distribution block, and I estimated about $110. I believe it was a hair more than that, but not much. Building materials, I left out a ton of shit. I didn't even really include much of the doors. I didn't include like all the dumb stuff that we do inside the car to sort of support. Like I didn't include any of this stuff. I didn't even include this, and I didn't include any hardware. Well, I just did the box, the enclosure, the amp rack, our bass floor, and I just kind of guessed on like some stuff that we use, like the fiberglass and stuff for the doors. I didn't include like Bondo and stuff like that, but building materials just off of that came out to about $550. Most of that was off of the wood and getting all of the birch. Birch is a little bit more expensive than MDF, so that kind of racks up the price. Murder Mat sound deadener, I got 2 boxes. We did one in the doors, and a little bit on the floor. Then I got another box. A couple years later, we did the roof. You guys should have saw that in my update when we were doing the roof support. We got another box up here and a little bit more on the floor. That racked up to $200, 99 bucks a piece. With just that, my estimated total is $19,300. If you want to include the 80 PRS in there, just add up another $300, so that'd be $19,600. And that's, again, not including all the other shit. I didn't even realize that it's this much. You really don't when you extend it over a long period of time. Like, this has been continuously going on for like, I believe 4 years now, before I even started YouTube. And I had my other builds. I put one video up, the Throwback Thursday. But yeah, that's kind of estimated cost on that, give or take. But on to the next question. I get asked a lot. I kind of ordered these in like most asked, the least asked. What does EGA stand for? This is kind of like a funny, embarrassing thing for me. It was just kind of like random. Back when I was a kid, I started a YouTube channel with my friends, and it was a gaming channel. I know a lot of people, like, as kids, that was like a dream to become a gaming YouTuber and stuff. And our channel was called Excessive Gaming Association, in EGA for short. We called it EGA Exclusive, and my name was EGAJohn. And we just kind of like left it at that, and we made a couple videos on it, and it was just like abandoned it. And my regular channel, like, that I actually watch videos and stuff on, because it was just like an external channel for all of us to use. My channel was named EGAJohn because I was going to start uploading my own videos, and it never happened. So, and I kept my channel. This is my original channel since I was young, like 9 years old, and I started watching, shit like this, and not this, but gaming. And yeah, just kind of stuck with it, EGAJohn. I couldn't think of anything really better, so I was like, whatever. It's no different than a lot of other people's usernames. But that's kind of that. It's kind of funny. A lot of people laugh at it, and it is what it is. I don't think I'll ever change it. If anything, I'll just come up with another meaning for it, and it is where it is now. Third question I get, is this my daily driver? Yes, this is my only car I have. Yeah, it sucks I don't have much storage anymore. I did have my back seats and my back floor where I could put bags and stuff, but now I don't. I can still put bags and stuff, but if I do, I won't really be able to play the bass because it'll hit the subs, whatever's back there. So yeah, I want to get a new vehicle down the road, but I'll probably still drive this a lot. I mean, it gets like 25 miles a gallon, so it used to get like 33, but I really would like to get a stiffer suspension, so it's not so. It literally feels like you're in a boat when you're driving this thing. But there's a lot of stuff I'd like to do to make it more of a daily. But yeah, I can't complain. I never really have any problems with it. Knock on wood. But yeah, so it is my daily, my only vehicle right now. A lot of people say I'm nuts. And yeah, so on to the next question. Big question I get too when people like see it. It usually comes off as, how do you sit in that thing? Well, what they mean by that, in case you don't know, is how do I sit in it with all of this? And a lot of people like to assume that I have it playing full blast everywhere I go. Truth about that is, back before I had this build, and when I had this build still, but not the doors, back last year in 2016, that was kind of my stopping point of playing it full tilt everywhere I went, because shit was starting to break. It was getting to that point in decibels where it was starting to destroy the car. So no, I don't play it full tilt everywhere I go. I usually turn the doors down. Now that we have all 455s, I can keep everything level, and I just don't turn it up all the way. But there is some times where I do, I am in a good mood and I want to just jam, and I will turn it up almost all the way. But the tweeters, they just kill me. They're especially this set's right on my ear, and I get muffled after I get out of this thing, and even just for 20 minutes to listen to it. But yeah, so that's how I sit in it. I don't play it full tilt everywhere I go, but that's kind of where that is. A lot of people ask me that, so figured I'd throw that in there too. Why that car? A lot of people ask why did I get this car? It's a 2010 Hyundai Accent. It's a GS hatch. It's kind of like the base model Accent. My parents got this car brand new from Hyundai back in like 2000, I think 9, when they released these. And we got this, and we drove it back and forth to Tampa for years back when I was fighting, and it's never really gave us any problems. So we got this, and they kind of gave it to me when I was getting ready to get my permit, and we did my own build in it. That's when we did the build that I showed you guys, and ever since then it was just kind of like an easy vehicle to build in, and it was a brand new car, so it only had like 55,000 miles when I got it, and after going to shows and shit, now it's got 105,000. So I kind of racked it up and took over half of its life. But yeah, so that is how that kind of just sort of came about. And next question I get recently, this is kind of a recent question: why so many tweeters? A lot of people say I would have been better off taking out this top row of tweeters here. I beg to differ. That makes a huge difference, and it really, when you're getting a demo, it really brings out the tweeter sound with that top row right here, because it kind of just doubles up right next to your ear, and it really just kills you in the demo. You don't really notice it. You don't notice like how much it's actually like killing your hearing until you actually get out of the car, because it sounds phenomenal inside, especially when you're getting a demo and you're sealed up. You don't notice it at all, and you're more getting hit from everything. And once you get out of the car, I do recommend bringing in like a right ear plug if you're gonna get a demo, because I drive with whatever side I'm listening to. Last question I got is, what keeps me motivated to stay in audio? I got a lot of people messaging me on Snapchat and everything, and saying that they're like disappointed or depressed that their build didn't come out the way it is, or they came across an issue and it like really like made them want to just stop and just tear everything apart. Well, I've had plenty of those to go around, and it's usually for plenty of different reasons. I've had shit nearly catch on fire, I've had shit catch on fire, you know, just everything in the book you can name out. Engine whine issues, voltage issues, blowing amps, blew a sub, you know, just everything. Yeah, so when a lot of people say, when a lot of people complain and, you know, talk about that kind of stuff, I know exactly where they're coming from, because I have probably way more than a lot of your average, like audio people, especially with this big of a build and all the issues you come across. It is fucking ridiculous. I hate it. But what keeps me motivated is when I get to go to shows and meet all of my YouTube family, and meeting all of the new subscribers and all my new followers, and hanging out with you guys and giving you guys a demo, and just seeing a smile on everyone's face. That's like my favorite thing. It's just people in the physical audio, like physically the audio community, I guess you could call it that. It just like sort of like fucks everything up, because everyone's always got to have an attitude about this, everyone's got to talk shit about this, and that just kind of like spoils it for me, and sometimes I just don't even want to be bothered with it. But at the same time, when it comes down to the YouTube, I love you guys, and I will never fucking stop, and this thing is never going anywhere unless it fucking catches up in flames. And you know, that's the only thing that's really stopping me. I really don't give a shit about anybody says about this thing, so that's another thing that kind of keeps me going. A lot of people, like, if someone like comments on their build, it's like they're just like want to switch it up because of that. But fuck that. If anyone has anything to say, you know, they can go fuck themselves. I get like a lot of people talk shit about this build, and the doors especially. But I don't give a shit. You know, they don't bother me. If they ain't fucking ballsy enough to come say it to my face, and I just fucking brush it off. That's pretty much that, though. Seeing everyone smile and not giving a fuck about what people say about it is the two biggest things that'll keep you going. and just keep working at it is the biggest thing. Is, you know, if it's really your passion, you ain't gonna give it up. A lot of people, they want to get into it just because, you know, they want to be cool or whatever the case is, even though audio's not that big anymore. But still, there's a couple people out there that see it and they just want to be in it. But those are usually the quickest to give up because it's not something that they're passionate about. And, you know, I could keep rambling on all day about that part, but that pretty much sums it up on how I keep going and what keeps me motivated. And just the everyday ability of being able to come in here and jam out. And I love music. That's a big part in it too. I love music, and I just love to express myself with music. You know, that's like why I don't play a lot of dumb shit that a lot of people tell me to play, or, you know, your average bass head music. I make my own bass music and rebase my own music that expresses myself as a person. So I could really go on about this all day, but you know, that's just about it. So post your question in the description below, and I'll be more than happy to answer it in the next video. I hope you guys enjoy this Q&A, and be sure to give this a like, and that's it for now. I'll catch you guys next time. Hope you guys have a good one.
Young Savage, why you trapping so hard? Why do you niggas capping so